You know, in the sprawling, bloody underworld of dark fantasy, you get your heroes, you get your villains, and then you get the real mysteries. Today we're diving deep into one of the genre's most enigmatic figures to try and answer one simple question. Who, or maybe what, is Starfaller? So, let's set the scene. Our story kicks off in Arcist, the city of gates. And let me tell you, this place is a snake pit. Every handshake could be hiding a dagger, and every smile, yeah, that's probably masking a threat. This isn't just a city, it's a brutal ecosystem where power is the only thing that'll keep you breathing. And this city is the hunting ground for the man they call Starfaller. Now, he's no back alley thug, he's a finger of the Red Hand, which means he's one of the 5 top leaders of the infamous Grim Shadows organization. The word on the street is that he's a dark elf, but oh, that's not even close to the whole story.
See, this is where things get weird. He's more than just a talented killer. His eyes literally glow with this eerie silver light. He can pull weapons into existence from pure shadow. And the real kicker? He has absolutely no memory of who he was. His past was, and I quote, carved away by his own masters. He's a living weapon, plagued by nightmares he just can't explain.
When we first drop into his story, he's on a pretty standard job. Take out a corrupt counselor named Varric. It's a clean, vicious, efficient hit. Classic Starfaller. For him, this is just another Tuesday in a city that's always got a new name for his to-do list. So he's at the top of his game, living a stable life for an assassin. But that's all about to get blown to pieces. 2 things are about to happen that will drag him out of simple guild politics and throw him right into a war for the very soul of the city. First off, a new crew rolls into town, a death cult that worships some ancient, chaos-loving entity called Malzaroth. And guess who they team up with? The Grim Shadows' biggest rivals, the Silver Veil. Now you have to understand, these cultists don't care about money. They're all about ritual sacrifice and spreading madness. It's a whole different kind of threat. And while all that's happening, his nightmares are getting worse. He starts to realize that they're not just dreams. They're whispers, pulling him toward a legendary artifact called the Eye of Shadows. He becomes obsessed, absolutely convinced it holds the key to the past that was stolen from him. And after years of searching, he finally tracks it down. But claiming the eye comes with a horrifying price tag. It shows him the truth, and the truth is devastating. His own masters, the Grim Shadows, murdered the woman he loved just to keep him under their control. Absolutely shattered by grief and rage, he allows the artifact to fuse with his body. And that's when the real horror starts. A chorus of voices starts screaming in his head, and he's filled with this new, gnawing hunger for life force. So yeah, he's not their weapon anymore. He's a vessel. The voices even call him their puppet. He's become a host for something ancient, something aware, and something that is absolutely starving. Okay, so now he's got the Silver Veil and their new cultist allies hunting him down. He's on the defensive. To have any chance of surviving the shadow war that's tearing Arcist apart, he has to call in some favors and forge some very uneasy alliances. And he puts together quite the team. A war council of rogues, you could call it. There's a powerful mage, a lethal rogue with a personal grudge, his old retired mentor who knows all the dark arts, and the ambitious leader of a mercenary guild. Let's be clear, this is not a group of friends. This is a team of killers brought together by a shared enemy and total desperation. And they don't waste a second. They launch a quick, brutal campaign. They hit supply lines, take out command posts, and even manage to defeat the Veil's top muscle, a trio known as the 3 Hammers. It's a lightning war, designed to bleed the Silver Veil dry and draw their true leader out of hiding. This path takes them deep, deep into the city's underbelly, down into these grotesque tunnels and demonic nests, and it becomes terrifyingly clear that their enemy's power isn't just political or magical. It's coming from somewhere else, somewhere not of this world. It all comes to a head in one final, desperate assault on the Silver Veil's headquarters, a fortress of shadow and magic they call the Crystal Spire. Inside, they finally confront the leader of the Veil, the Magister, and they do it. They actually manage to strike him down. But just as victory seems within their grasp, one of their soldiers just screams in pure terror. The Magister is standing again, resurrected on the spot by his dark god, Malzaroth. And he doesn't just get back up, his body explodes, twisting and reforming into this monstrous thing, a horrifying, eldritch creature. A physical piece of Malzaroth's madness.
an abomination of writhing flesh and crystal that can drive men mad just by being near it.
I mean, this creature is pure nightmare fuel. It literally feeds on magic, fear, sanity itself. Its mere presence causes soldiers to break down into fits of uncontrollable laughter. It can absorb people right into its own body. And swords, magic, nothing works on it. The Allied forces are completely, utterly powerless.
Pushed to the absolute edge, Starfaller does the only thing he has left to do. He unleashes the full, unrestrained power of the Eye of Shadows, and in this horrifying display, he doesn't destroy the monster, he consumes it. And in that awful moment, he realizes he's basically looking in a mirror, seeing the same kind of horror reflected in his own soul.
So, the grim shadows won. The Silver Veil is annihilated. But Starfaller's victory, the way he achieved it, it leaves a deep, permanent scar on everyone who saw it, and most of all, on himself.
He's not just Starfaller anymore. In the eyes of his own followers, he's become something else. They start whispering a new name, one born from a mixture of fear and awe. Shadowfaller. He's now the monster that fights for their side.
So he gets a huge promotion. He's made the new Red Hand, the Supreme Commander, and he inherits an entire criminal empire. But the price is steep. He's now permanently fused to the Eye. He's tortured by a constant, agonizing hunger, and he finds out his soul is somehow tied to a group of cosmic, insane entities who call him their lost son. And those voices from the Eye? They finally show their hand. They don't just want him to feed them. They want to merge with him, to become him, to use him as a doorway to break free into the world. They promise they can make him whole again, but the cost is his own will. Starfaller now holds the fate of Arcist in his hands. He has unimaginable power. He won the war for the city's soul. There's no question about that. But what if he's already lost his own? It seems the greatest battle isn't going to be against the horrors in the abyss, but against the darkness that's now living inside of him.